This meeting is being recorded.
All right. Hi, everyone. Episode 6, right?
No complaint. Dude, six.
Yes, that's awesome. So we have another awesome guest this week. So Chuck O'Donnell, Bill Corcoran, and Dan Kirkland is going to be joining us this week. We're so excited to meet you, Dan. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great. It's a little hot. We're in Texas, or I'm in Texas, so 104 degrees feels like 110. But other than that, we're doing good.
That's awesome.
Well, that's good. And you're New Jersey, Chuck, and I'm Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. So if we got to anything around that, our couple months where we actually do feel it, it's nice. We go from snow to saying it's too hot as well, where there's no middle ground for us. So basically, we're here to talk men's health. It's What's Up Weekly, Tranont Men's Health, finding other people who are interested in one product, many products, or the whole business side of things. And, the three of us are in all of those. So basically, I'm going to throw it to you first, Dan. Who are you? You've alluded to where you're from, but why Tranont for you?
So I've done network marketing before, and I wasn't real successful. And a lot of that has to do with, I quit too early kind of thing. Mainly because I couldn't find the company that fit me best, as a man, because, there's a lot, women rule this industry and they're wonderful at it. So it's harder for men. But when this was introduced to me, looking at the comp plan and stuff, which is it's amazing. The comp plan I've never seen anything better than this comp plan. So, so I jumped in, and after trying the products, and for me, it has to check certain boxes. So it's got to have good products. It has to be a debt-free, good company with good values. It has to have the comp plan has to be really, really good, and so it checked all of those boxes for me for a company to work with, and the fact that men can do this just as easily as women.
So, Dan, what products are you using? What products did you find yourself kind of drawn to when you checked all those boxes?
I was dealing with what they call long COVID, and it hit really, really bad, and I was having dizzy spells. I was passing out, really horrible things. And my doctor said, well, try some vitamins. So I had remembered that Bree Richardson had introduced me to the company and the products, which I said no to 2 years ago. And she said, so when my doctor said, I need you on these vitamins right here, I was like, well, okay, well, I'll go back to Bree and ask her about her products, because I wanted something all natural that wasn't doing more damage to my body and that I was getting the most benefit from. So I pretty much ordered everything and I've tried almost everything. But my favorite is the Mojo, which gives me clean, wonderful energy. It helped me because I was really, really tired from the COVID and stuff like that. So it gave me that great energy without that midday crash where I just completely crash with coffee normally. And the flavor is great. It took me just a few days to get used to the new flavor from coffee, but it's really good. And now it's an every morning thing for me, and sometimes in the afternoon. In fact, I just ran out about a week ago, and I hadn't scheduled oh my gosh. If you don't know, that's one way to find out how much it's really helping, is to run out.
Yep.
So I ordered 2 containers. They just came in today. So I'm feeling really good today, because the coffee just doesn't do it. It makes me, tired, and my energy isn't where it needs to be. And Mojo does that for me. Also the collagen. So for years, I thought collagen was for women only. I had no idea that, collagen could be for men. And that was just for me not being educated on it. Because it's not just hair, skin, and nails. It helps me with energy. It helps me with sleep. I'm not energy. Well, a little bit with energy, more mood than anything,
right.
Keeping me in a good mood throughout the day. But it helps me at night with my sleeping pattern, my gut health, all those things. And so I absolutely love it. And it's fixing, like, I wear flip-flops all the time. I live in Texas, so we so I'm always in shorts and flip-flops, which I am right now. You just can't see it. But so my feet get really, really dry. And after I started the collagen, I noticed I was like, what is going on? Because the skin just started peeling from my feet and they started healing from the inside out, which is absolutely amazing and crazy. And I wasn't expecting that benefit, but it did. And it was great. I also have lost 17 pounds. And I tell people, if you see me running, you better run too, because something's chasing me, because I am not a gym rat at all. So, the Mojo curbs that appetite for me, and it's really awesome. And I'm just a mess. I also have anxiety. So the CBD, which I know is not available in Canada right now, but the CBD drops are absolutely amazing for anxiety. And, there's not one product that I've tried that I thought, oh, no, yeah. But really and truly, they're all amazing. I prefer coffee over Zest, the Mojo over Zest, simply because of the flavor, not because of the product. So if you like a lemonade or something like that, then that would be better for you than the coffee. Cool. So yeah, there's the balance. I have a little cheat sheet, even though I remember them. I printed this out. It's my card. Isn't it awesome?
That is awesome. Good for you.
Yes. So this is my little cheat sheet. So I keep looking down. Sorry about that. Because I don't want to forget anything. But between the balance and the focus, it got rid of all of my long COVID symptoms.
Wow.
They're just gone. Every one of them, from the dizzy spells, from all of that stuff. And it had gotten so bad that I lost my job. I lost my home. It was bad. And then I didn't know when I was going to be able to go back to work. And this, was in my lap, and I loved the product. So I started sharing them. And within the first month, I made over $2,000.
Oh, that's incredible.
I know we can't make income claims or doctor claims or anything like that, but over $2,000 in my first month. And I was like, okay, this is the company for me, and it wasn't that hard, other than sharing and the fact that you're helping people feel better, look better, whatever that looks like for other people. It feels good to do that. So,
Gotcha.
So yeah, I use all the products. I do the shakes, I do everything. So, but I guess my favorite overall product would be my Mojo.
So me too. So I like the Mojo. I tell Billy. So first, so I'm Chuck from New Jersey, and I joined Tranont for both reasons. The biggest reason is I really want to help people. I'm a cancer survivor, 10 years free of cancer. I had colon rectal cancer. It was a year-long ordeal, lots of, just lots of doctor visits that I don't want to do again. The way that it handled with all the radiation and everything that I was on just kind of hurt my digestive system a little bit. So I looked at the Enrich first. I looked at the Mojo from, it's not a moldy kind of coffee, right? It's better for you. The collagen as well. You talked about the energy. I agree with you. It's not an energy thing. It's your gut, right? It's your gut health controls so much, when people, and we say it all the time too, when people say, well, I think with my gut, it's my gut instinct. Well, there's truth in that. It's your second brain. And if that feels better and that's helping you digest and get more out of what you're doing and more of what you're eating, you just feel better. And that's, for me, I am very active. I like to be a gym rat when my schedule lets me be a gym rat. I'm playing softball twice a week. I'm golfing twice a week. I'm going to the gym 3 times and trying to squeeze in all kinds of stuff and working 50 hours. I want to maintain that pace a little bit. And I want to be healthy doing it. I don't want to feel bad. I want to be able to get out of bed and listen. I know I'm not going to feel like I did when I was 12 and just jump out of bed, singing all kinds of songs in the morning, but I'm close. I'm getting closer. So drive my wife nuts. But those are the things that worked for me. And like you just said, if you're going to sell anything in this world, selling things are going to make people feel better. Why not? I mean, and us being the living testimonials of those things is phenomenal. I can't be happier. The people that we get to meet when we do this, the positive reinforcement from everybody, I think it's tremendous. You don't see that everywhere. So
No,
Billy,
you don't. And yeah, in other companies, you don't see that. It's like
all.
a competition, and this is not a competition. This is, hey, let's all do good. You
Right.
know, yeah.
Sometimes that's hard to get over. I mean, I'm still in that corporate world, and that's the mentality that you kind of go with that. And to pull back a little bit when you're doing this, it's kind of hard to do that mind shift and get your mind right, that to ask for help, and it's okay to be vulnerable, and it's a wonderful place to be. So Billy, we haven't talked to you yet, Billy. Let's go. What do you got?
Yeah, but I do want to jump on that gut feeling component. Like once we started digging into what this company had to offer, and both yourself, Chuck, and Dan, you've referred to just how that overall feeling, right? And whether it's the products and how clean they are and how they all complement each other, they serve a purpose. And you know what? The health industry and beauty is huge, right? So what separates these products, of course. So like we're just trying to tell our story using these awesome products, and along the way we hope to help others in that process. That's my thing. Like the coming together in this awesome group is about meeting people, the support we get. We talked about on the last episode. We don't use a lot of that upline downline piece because we're a team. We get to meet people, and I get to hold myself accountable. I think that's what I really like that each week I know that there's people that are rooting for me just to become more healthy. And I think that's where it started with me, is that just like all of us on the panel today, we're all giving people who want to help others. But it took me until almost like 14 months ago, when I was in a really dark place, to realize that to be able to help others, I mean, it seems so simplistic. I have to be able to help myself, right? I mean, it's easier said than done. And so the ability to take a hold of these products, which served a purpose and was able to give me something to latch onto, a routine that, was in this one place. I've gone to all the box stores and bought all these different pieces and tried to complement it. I never could get into a routine, and I'm not sure why. This stuff has created that routine for me. I look forward, just like people look forward to waking up and having that coffee. I look forward to waking up and having the products,
Right.
that are within that or something. And so I just can't wait for it. And I can't say that I've ever felt that way before. And my body's never felt that way before. So
I think
what's
it has
yeah,
a lot
to,
I'm sorry. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that you get really fast results, whereas the stuff that I buy from the stores and things like that, it's like, okay, well, I think it's helping. I feel a little better, this and that. But these products, I'm feeling younger than I have in years. And it's all because of these products, And so I think that's where the regimen comes in. I'm going to take these products, because if not, I know how I'm going to feel if I don't.
Right.
And people are going to buy them anyways. Like they're consumables. Like people are going to buy them. So you might as well get your money's worth in terms of, okay, well, if you look at cost per, like the effectiveness of cost per dose, I guess, when you look at even the liquid collagen, well, the fact that it absorbs like 60% better than a powdered version, and even how ours is made compared to other liquid collagens just stands out. So like when you look at that, I always go back to, I never used to invest in myself with a pillow, that I sleep on every night.
Right.
So you're getting to that point of like, okay, you're worth investing in, and you're going to get those results back tenfold in these pieces. Coming home from work, can you throw a baseball with me, Dad? Yes. Okay, so like just those things that you have that longevity for, and we've heard a lot with the collagen over the last couple of weeks, and even in the testimony groups, just about that inside out. You mentioned about your foot, Dan, but just like cholesterol levels, different things, that the only thing that was changed was like the Glow product being used. It wasn't, all of a sudden, going to the gym 3-4 times a week. On top of that, like that was the routine change. So it speaks to itself. But you did mention the CBD component, and we're hopeful that it comes to Canada soon, because it's not that we can't use it in Canada, it's just that it has to be fabricated here. So for people that are maybe following along in Canada or in different places, like, so what stands out with that product for you? I know you use it for experience, but why is this one so much better?
So because of the absorption rate, number one. Well, the first thing is it's flour to bottle. Okay, so and it's we have a patent on how we cold press that flour and get that liquid. And so if you put oil in your body, oil doesn't mix with water, so it takes, before you absorb enough to make a huge difference, it's already gone through your system. So with the liquid, it dissolves very quickly in your body, and it's a drop, and it tastes just like the real stuff. You put 2 drops on your tongue, and the first time I got it in the mail, and I really was waiting for it, excited to try it, because I've been on all kinds of medications for my anxiety and stuff. And I remember being in the car, and I was like, okay, I'm going to unwrap this. I'm going to try it. So I pulled over. I did pull over, which is good. And I put 2 drops on my tongue, and I was like, okay, fingers crossed, hopefully it'll work, kind of thing. And as I was driving, I just felt, my shoulders relax. I felt my body relax, my mind, all of that. And I was like, wow, I'm so used to being tense that I didn't realize how tense I was. There was nothing going on. I wasn't stressed. I wasn't anxious or anything. I just wanted to try it. But apparently I stay tensed a lot. So it was nice to just relax and all of that. So
is it part of your routine now? Like, is it daily? Is it every other day? So when, like, is there a time when you do take it, when you feel? Is it just when you feel anxious, or that's all it is?
Yeah, when I feel anxious, I use my drops. Like before videos, I get nervous about coming live or things like that. So I just a few minutes ago took a couple of drops. It's recommended twice a day. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I take it more, simply because of my anxiety. So if I'm gonna, like, I have anxiety with driving to different towns and things like that on freeways and stuff like that.
Sure.
A couple of drops, and I'm cool. We're going to Vegas soon with Tranont. I'm so excited about that, and I'll be putting a couple drops when I go fly, because I don't drink. I've been in recovery for 11 years, so I don't.
Oh, congratulations!
Do any. Thank you. I don't
Amazing.
do any of that stuff to help me calm down. So the Soothe drops are absolutely amazing.
Cool.
Yeah, and I think it's those pieces that are just allowing us to become not so dependent even on pharmaceuticals. Like we're hitting some root causes in the natural pieces, and that's a huge piece. When I was looking at my journey too, just the amount of bottles that started adding up on a day-to-day, and you're like, okay, well, I'm hopefully they are working together in a perfect way, but they're pharmaceuticals. So then in this case they're natural, and then they're so complementary. I think we used that word before with Tranont. It's so prescriptive with their advisory board, and you mentioned that debt-free, Dan. Like this company's been around for a long time, and that was part of it. It's just not a year old. Some of the products are, and some of those things that can keep on evolving, and that associate piece. So it's such a huge testimony. So that the sort of angle of the business, right? And so we kind of all jumped in. So what kind of took that spin? So the products were something that drove it. You use them all now. So at what point did you say, okay, this business is for me? Was it right away, or was it more like, okay, I tried the products out a bit?
So I am the type of person who I'm all in or all out. So I knew that if I liked the products, I was going to share them with my family. And if nothing else, I'd pay for my own products by sharing it with them. That was my idea. So I went ahead, and when I got my first order I signed up at the same time. And as soon as I started taking them, you start noticing differences right away, especially with like our Enrich, which is our gut health, the enzymes, the digestive enzymes. Holy cow, I stay bloated and all of that all the time because I eat horrible too. I'm like the best testimony for Tranont, Chuck's over here running 5 miles, and I'm like, yeah, I'll run to Taco Bell. But no, so it's helped with that, that kind of thing, keeping my gut healthy. And I had no idea how much gut health affects your brain. So, but yeah, so, and then I kind of looked at the comp plan, and I've seen a lot of comp plans, and first of all, I love the fact that you don't have to have a big network. I'm sorry, you don't have to have a big team to make money. Okay. Moderate money. You do if you want to make really good money, but when that happens, you're helping them also make really good money.
Right.
So I love the fact that you can make money right away as soon as you start, and it does take work. I'm not saying it's easy. You sign up and the people just flock to you. We're constantly doing videos, things like that. But the work pays off more quickly than other products that I've seen. And these are products that everybody wants every month. I wouldn't go a day without my Mojo. So if I was your customer, I did go a week anyway. So the point, yes, Mojo. And so I'm gonna constantly order every month. And as a customer of yours, you're not only helping me feel better and have good health, but you're also making a little, percentage, not percentage, but percentage off of that.
Stream of income. Yep, you're good.
Yes. So I mean, it ticks all the boxes. So of course, I ran with it, and of course, having a sponsor like Bree Richardson, who absolutely never takes no for an answer. I love her to death. She's a spitfire, and she helps me tremendously. And so I don't think once I saw the comp plan and tried the products, I don't think I ever doubted it. I just went for it. And it's definitely paid off. And I tell people I like the fact that I went to my family reunion and I was making money all weekend. I'm like, you guys had to take off work. I did not.
Awesome.
The whole time I'm there, I'm making money. And that's a nice feeling to be able to do that and to spend more time at home. I don't have children, but I have dogs and things like that. So it's nice to have that freedom to do what I want. So
that's what we talked about. If you take better care of yourself now, how much more time are you going to give yourself on the end where you can enjoy life a little bit more, where you're not trapped in a wheelchair or trapped in something else, and you're doing things now that you have no idea how much they're going to pay off down the road, but that they are. And that's one of the reasons why I do it too. I mean, it really is.
Yeah. And start off part-time, and then work your way up to being able to stay home and work, because it's absolutely possible. You just have to put the work in. Yep. And this company allows for that, for the part-time work, doing it in the evenings, that kind of thing, networking, this kind of thing with, talking with you guys and stuff like that. And I'm not making any money doing this video with you guys. Nope. It's just something I want. Yeah, it's something
Sunday night I look forward to with Billy. Yep.
Yeah. It's something I want to do to help you guys, and you guys want to do to help me, and that's a wonderful feeling when you have. So the products put us in a good mood, and then this is the result of it. So.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to touch on the mainstream medications. Something might be helping you, but you don't know how much the long-term damage is happening to your body, with your liver, with your kidneys, with your, all of those things. So I feel good knowing that the products that I'm taking, the supplements that I'm taking, I'm doing absolutely no long-term damage to my body, but I'm still getting results.
Right. Absolutely. Very cool.
Yeah, we kind of talked about now just within this, the whole purpose of the show as well is because these products are good for all. We take the slant of, trying to break down the stubbornness and what's the word? Yeah.
My friends are so dumb.
There we go. And we got to say it everyone.
My friends to understand.
So here's an example for sure, because, I found out one of my friends who was playing soccer kind of collided with somebody else and now is like on the, injured reserve list for like at least 4 to 6 weeks, arms in a sling, a little bit of a tear to a muscle. So first of all, I'm like, dude, like I will give you a bottle. Like, I just want you to heal up. Like, it has healing properties. I've seen so many testimonies of it. It's like, what is it again? And I said, liquid college. And like the immediate stigma attached that, I had, again, just from my education when I started off. Same thing, breaking down those things, but then all of a sudden, okay, share me the information. But then a couple days goes by, I'm like, I just want you to feel better. Like, it's
Right.
not, this one's not even about a sale. I will drive you over and drop one off because I want you to feel better, because that's how I care. And then maybe down the line, you refer somebody to it because this happened, but it's not about a sale for me. It's about people feeling better, because I'm feeling that much better. And I just want to kind of like shout it off the rooftop that you can do this. My mom uses the products. My 67-year-old neighbor uses the product, who had, that Robaxa set kind of painkillers. I just see the positivity, but there is just that entry point for us guys, in trying to just continue to just show our story. So I'll give you kind of a little bit of that business standpoint, or any summing up piece there to you, Chuck, because I kind of jumped the queue there. But anything you wanted to add to our conversation?
No, I just I hope people can see through that we truly just want people to feel better. And if you make a little money on the side making other people feel better, there's nothing wrong with that. That's okay. I just know that stigma of trying to get over that, whether it's, I don't want to take this stuff because they're beauty products, or I don't want to be in this kind of business because it's all women. It's not. It's there for everybody. Everybody can relate to what we're doing. You just got to allow yourself to listen a little bit. And if you're that stubborn, take a partner who's not that stubborn and let them talk to you. We take the advice of strangers before we take the advice of someone who's next to us that we love dearly, who might be telling us the same thing, but for whatever reason, it resonates when it comes from a stranger. So listen to us a little bit, at least try it. It can't hurt to try, right? So that's kind of the business part of it for me.
Yeah, and you think of the extensions.
I always tell people, I'm sorry. I always tell people, the worst thing that can happen is you have some really good all natural products.
I mean, come on. So
yeah, you feel better. That's the worst thing. Yeah. And information is free. And the idea of what we're talking about is, take online shopping. How many people are ordering things online? Well, some businesses capitalize by saying, okay, well, if you click here, you'll get a little bit of % cash back. And then they get like that. That is something that exists. That's affiliate marketing. That's, referral marketing. So again, we're using this example every week. If somebody asked me where I got something, I would tell them. And would I be even more encouraged to tell them if I got a cut of what they went and bought because I referred them that? Of course. So in this case, it's just like they notice you being healthier. They notice your story. They ask a question. Oh, here's some information. If you want to purchase, here's a link. And that's what this is. And so a lot of people, have some perceptions of what it can be, and we're telling you that we're just living it. We're talking to on the Ball Diamond golf course, walking down the street, family get-togethers.
Right.
That's where we make most of the conversation, because relationships are so huge. But we could talk all night. I think we love this company, we love the products, and we get to meet awesome people. So Chuck, thank you as always. But Dan, you're our guest this weekend. I know we'll keep in touch. It's the the power of this company and connecting people from all over North America that wouldn't have crossed paths before. Right. So to the whole group,
thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So another awesome episode. Have a good night, everybody.
Later.